Hello everyone. This is probably my only ever review of a movie. This is the second part of the Pacific Rim. Um, I went to watch this movie in a movie theater, and it was just so disappointing because it was kind of waiting for something good. You know, there are the movies out there that you know they are whatever they are, and you're not gonna expect a lot. But with this movie, actually, I was expecting to be a good movie. And don't get me wrong, the effects are really good, and the robots, they look really cool and all that stuff. But it's just like, uh, they could have done it better. You know, it's just, it's a big movie. It's a big movie. Like, I mean, I was expecting this to be like Independence with Will Smith. And this is like big production, like Independence, but the actors are like, it's like is having a big problem, and somehow this big problem is gonna be solved by kids. It's just like so you watch this movie and it's like, oh Jesus, what the hell? So it's like this big production movie and with the freaking Nickelodeon actors. I mean, some people may say, "Yeah, these are good actors," but you know what? No, these are kids, and they are trying to protect the planet. I mean, I understand if it's like Power Rangers, you know, this is fine. It's fine. That's no problem with that. But this is like a big movie where adults should be the ones that are solving the problems, not a Nickelodeonese, whatever you want to call it, or however you want to say it. It's ridiculous. And if Will Smith would be playing that in that movie, it would be just like 10 times better. You know, they should have better actors. No, it's like watching kids channel. And yeah. What I want to talk about is a few other things. Is they started the movie really nice. I was like, oh, cool. They got new idea about their people are building their own robots, and so there's some cool rogue robots, and there's only one little one that is basically useless and has like no real need in the movie at all. And then they had one really cool rogue robot that really didn't look like a rogue robot at all. Um, but let me go back to that later. So the movie started really good, and the ending was really disappointing. Like they built this big kaiju that later on, like, okay, so how the hell do we kill that thing now? Um, so the ending was disappointing. They just launched the robot into the kaiju and destroyed it. And you know, they came up with a really good idea with rogue robots. So where are those rogue robots? Well, they should be over at the end of the movie. You know, they should be helping out. You know, there should be maybe two, three rogue robots who just finally in the end of the battle they joined to destroy the kaiju. Instead of they just launched it and blew up the kaiju, and then some stupid jokes at the end. Uh, well, they tried it just was like, oh my god, this is like so amateur. Um, so those rogue robots supposed to help at the end win the battle, or they should just like step out and maybe become even cooler than the actual one main robot that the whole movie is focused on in the first movie and then the second movie. And it's funny how in the first one, just how quickly all the other robots got destroyed and one survived all of it. I mean, it's just like so. doesn't make sense at all. Like they destroyed the Russian robot in 2 seconds, and it was over. And like, yeah, the American has to be best always. And it happened to be like some lower quality of robot, but it's nuclear. The like, oh Jesus. And that Nickelodeon really destroyed the movie. You know, all these kids playing in there. It's like the Earth has a really huge problem, and somehow the kids are the ones that gonna solve everything. It just doesn't make sense. Like I said, Power Rangers is cool, but with this thing just doesn't make sense. And maybe they were thinking, oh yeah, we want to sell a lot of movies and make a lot of money, so let's just put the kids in there because the kids are the ones that want to watch the movie. But this is not true at all. You know, there's plenty of different, all kinds of people with all kinds of ages watching these things. And the next disappointing scene was where the drones magically out of nowhere, just like, I don't know, out of jar, they became like this huge organic uh, robots. Like out of the jar, that simply the cells grew in 5 seconds, and they became like huge monster. It's just like, oh my god, this is so ridiculous. It just doesn't make. It's not logical at all. It doesn't make sense at all. I mean, if anything, those drones should be reprogrammed. They should be fighting, but don't change them into some kind of organic living things in 5 seconds. It's just this doesn't make sense at all. It was just like, maybe it's cool for kids, but if you really think about it, it just doesn't make sense. So I don't know. Maybe maybe they'll make another movie and they will make it a little bit better, and they will have a better actors, not kids, better actors, or like if the actor is gonna think about himself that he's actually handsome, then they should actually have an actor that isn't handsome. Um, and yeah, and they were acting that like they are so adult, some of them, and it's just, you know what, I don't mind when the kid is a sidekick or something like that, or there's a main adult character and there's a kid next to him and stuff like that. And like there was in the first movie, there was this father and a son. When in the first Pacific Rim, there was father and son, which kind of makes sense and it was cool. But suddenly, kids are running the whole freaking military operation, and and they are in charge of everything. It just doesn't make sense at all. I just can't. It just can't go through me. I mean, it's like good movie. It's just Jesus. I don't know. That's pretty much all I have to say. It's just like, sorry kids, but Jesus Christ. Good movie. Good effects. I would make this thing a little bit different, and everybody has their own opinions and stuff, and um, well, that's mine. All right, good luck.